Good afternoon. What we're going to be showing here is SINA, a 67.50 put option for calendar month 4/19, 2014, 67.5. Closes at 590. That low is 288 and the high of the day is 368. So it's been marked down, but one of the things that we're not seeing in one of these other contracts, now that's showing an 80-cent range. 0.80. Once again, the 67.50. Now, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to show right here and right now that currently speaking, the $70 put, is what we call at the strike price on SINA, trading up today to an intraday high of 71.19 and a closing bell on Friday of 64.59. Now, what I'm going to show is that $70 put is what we refer to is at the money. Yes, it is. And here is what SINA is trading at. Now, one of the things that we're going to show over here is that $70 put, 755 was the close on Friday. It has a 1.05 range. And remember, it's at the money. It's at the strike price. It's at all of that marked down 3.35. Now, moving on, what I am going to show everybody is the put option that we just bought. And our entry is a total of, our total price on 10 contracts is 7.4. Now, if you're really paying attention, we got that wholesale price down here, which is $4 lower with a $75 put option referred to as in the money put option. And this is our execution, and a $4 markdown on 10 contracts is $4,000 of wholesale entry on SINA. And it is in the money. Now, having said that, I have showed these other contracts. What I am going to show is the $80 put momentarily right here, which would be really in the money. And you've got a 750, and now you don't have any range on here. You don't have any volume traded. Zero volume. In the money, how the option, when it's in the money, it just drifts higher. You can make money. You don't have to have volume. You could be the only volume in this trade, and you heard what I said. Why? Because that close is 750. If I want to pop over here and hit $11 and hit sell, I'm out. Now, let's go back to the contract that we got. And it will similarly work out this way. So this is marked down $4, and that's our entry. No one can take that from us. And SINA has had 15 highs and 137 lows for the lows and the highs, and the name itself as a 3.5 range is what I'm seeing here on SINA. And having said that, the thing that I have before the eye right now is what we call a daily put chart. It is a $75 put that is in the money. And we have complete documentation of this put option that will expire in 1 month. We have the fact that that put option was up here at 1142. It's the same one we just paid 7.4. And when we look at a 60-minute chart, we're not getting any range in here at all, as far as the range and the option and where we bought it and whatnot. So out of all of the other contracts, definitely this was the very best one. And not only that, we got a $4 savings and we got 10 at 7.4. And let us not forget, Here is the put chart right here. So one of the things that I'm going to say, this was back over here on 3.7. 620 was a high. Then we came up to another high. Now here's the clue. Right here on 310, that put option on the high was 7.65. That was backed in. Now, let me tell everybody that we got an entry of 7.4. And basically speaking of the matter is that this particular prices down here are on 910. Now, let's go to this day. I want to point out where there is no volume. The only volume here is our ownership. 10 put contract, volume only 10. And not only that, all the other contracts, there is something wrong in the pricing. It really doesn't matter. We're going to take advantage of this, and I can tell you what we're going to do right now. What we're going to do right now is we're going to put this order out here right now. And we're going to put this order out here right now at 9.8, which would be a hefty profit. And we are going to sell. Here it is live on the video. Warning, price was away from the market. Here it is live right here with all MMTs and everyone else about how do I steal that intraday contract that is in the money. And I'm going to hit OK to sell at 9.8. And we all know that's $9,800 coming back to us. And we know that we're wholesale. And we know that we stole that contract. Another thing that we know beyond a reasonable doubt, because there is something kind of funny with this whole deal. Yes, it's in our favor, don't get me wrong. But when we look at all the other contracts, we don't even get a range in here right now. So what I am going to do is I'm going to do the following. I'm going to go and put this particular contract in another one. And here is another level 2. We have changed them to see range in A. Our price shows it the same there. So we're going to go ahead and continue on with the rest of the day's trading. I'm going to say, though, that the $70 put right here, this is a $70 put. That's right about at that strike. Yes, they got a markdown of 3.35. Yes, yes. Now, let's go back to one that is slightly in the money. Now, take a look at the two contracts. This is a 72.5 monthly put. This one over here is a 75. This one is deeper in the money. But look at the close. The only volume is there. Look at the close here. 730. And 575 to 595, that's only a 35-cent range from 580 to 545 in the daily high and low range of the contract. This is far better, the better contract. Number one, we saved $4,000 in the entry here, and even if I was buying 10 contracts here, I'm not nearly getting that big of a wholesale entry to relative to the previous day's close. No way am I. I got the $4,000 markdown here, and I cannot get that same equivalent markdown in any of these other strike prices. So I'm just going to say it's very well documented, and we're out to sell it at $9.80 for right now, today. And I'm going to remove that out of the way, and I'm going to go back to the equity. And the equity now, we are also short the equity as well. And the thing about it is, it's a dead cat bounce, okay? And it's out, it's outperforming its other peer, Baidu, right here. Take a look at Baidu. Here you go. Baidu is not nearly performing at all. That means that this stock here, SINA, usually does never outperform its big brother Baidu. both Chinese ADRs. I'm going to conclude this. I'm going to conclude the fact that the chart behind me right here is a $75 April 19th put. That is the close over here of Friday 11.42. Our entry is wholesale at 7.4 times 10. This is the best contract out of all of them with the greater markdown of 4 points to our entry. That's $4,000 that we got hit wholesale. That means, yes, we've taken a considerable amount of risk out of this trade based on that entry. And not only that, finding the very best contract out there, and the discrepancy across the board in every one of these put charts and call charts that we've seen. Same thing, but the puts, well, they don't show that markdown in the tree over here on a 60-minute and whatnot, and on a 3-minute. When I have this one in here on a 3-minute, here's a $75 put on a 3-minute chart, and it does not show any entry down here. It does not show our entry. No, it does not. And it's recording only the last trading day on Friday of 3/14. It's not showing today in this contract that we purchased. Because it's, all right, we have a 3-minute chart in that put chart, and it's only showing the calendar date of 3/14. It's not showing the activity for today, neither on the chart or neither is it showing it in the today's range. But we're going to stick with the trade. It's a winning trade. It's a very wholesale trade, and you just never know how the CBOE or the Options Pricing Authority can goofball it up. We own it. We have it live, and no one will take us away from this great entry.